All right, man, we had some breaking news just this morning that I figured I'd get on here and just go ahead and discuss with you guys, because instead of waiting till tomorrow morning, I figured why not hop on here and just address it immediately, man. We had some epic things posted, but I have a lot of thoughts about it. There's a lot of thoughts running through my mind about it, and I want to talk to you guys about it. You can let me know what you think, man, but Steve Ozer, one half of the WWE, part of the WWE Mattel design team, of course, he posted up on his Instagram story, and he posted up this graphic here, and it says, the Mattel WWE team wants to hear from you. We're asking you, the WWE Universe, to shape the next WWE Crowdfund project by voting for your top 2 choices from the options below. The voting window closes on February 28th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time, so vote now. It leaves you a link there, and I'll put a link in the description below so you guys can go vote if you haven't seen it already, but it says select up to 2 of your favorite crowdfund concepts, and it has a list here, and as you go down the list, you'll see here, it says Hell in a Cell, Punjabi Prison, Elimination Chamber Modern, Steel Cage Modern, and Elimination Chamber Classic. So I immediately posted up to my Instagram feed and, you know, breaking the news kind of and just trying to talk about it a little bit here. And then I even shared another post on my Instagram. If you guys aren't following my Instagram, you need to go over there and follow me at MyDamnToys. It breaks down all the different things. We post up shots we don't put on YouTube and everything, but I posted it up and we got all, at the time of recording this, we already have over 100 comments, people, you know, giving their feedback on what they want to see and everything like that. But I have so many thoughts to talk about with this. First of all, this is huge news. Of course, we've been speculating on the crowdfund project for a very long time, and it seems like they're going to the consumers here and having us all vote. Now, I know that I don't really trust our voting process based off of different fan takeovers we've seen in the past. However, this is kind of different. This is a playset. This isn't just one WWE Ultimate. This isn't one WWE Elite or whatever the case is. So we are doing a voting system here. He wants to know what we think, or, you know, which one's selected here. And the overwhelming majority, I even put it on my story to see what you guys would vote for and everything like that. And it seems like a lot of people, or at least the majority, if I had to chalk it up to the 2 choices that are winning the vote, it is probably Elimination Chamber Classic and it is Hell in a Cell. I'm actually shocked that more people aren't picking the modern version, but I guess people, you know, nostalgia lives, man. I think both cases would be amazing, but just breaking it down here, and we're just going to have a slideshow as I talk here, and we'll break it down. But man, this is crazy. And again, I have more thoughts to kind of discuss. It's just crazy because, you know, we've been speculating, and they've told us that things have been in the works. So I really, you know, they said, you know, when the team gets back here in a month or 2, we're going to continue working on a project and picking back up on a project that we previously put down. And I don't know, why would they fill us out now? You know what I mean? Why would they just now say, you know, we want to hear from you. What do you want to see? Wouldn't this be something that they would want to fill out way before now? I mean, 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago now, if it's not 2 years already, we got the Nitro Stage crowdfund announcement. I think it was closer to WrestleMania at that point, but we had that announcement, and then, you know, the thing went through, we failed on it, you know, everybody mourned. Raw's War Stage was shown off. They said that's probably what's going to be next. If we did fund that Nitro Stage, we, of course, failed on the Nitro Stage, so we didn't get that Raw's War Stage, at least to our knowledge. Now, the only thing that wraps my mind on this is not only why wouldn't they fill us out earlier than this, and the only reason they wouldn't fill us out earlier on this is if they already had a certain project already. So what I'm thinking is this, what they're asking right here, is the next crowdfunder, you know what I mean? Or is this going to be this year's crowdfunder? That's what I'm kind of just all over the place on. I don't know fully what they're thinking is, because when you look at it from afar, okay, let's say that they wanted to hear from us just to see, you know, what they should go with. If this is really a decision that they're trying to make, it says that we have a week to vote on this. They probably already know which ones are going to be the overwhelming favorites, and it says to pick 2, so they're probably going to go with whatever gets the most votes overall, which is probably going to be Hell in a Cell or one of the Elimination Chambers. We've seen Steel Cage Modern playsets. The Punjabi Prison is cool, but I think that would be more of one of those basic ring concepts that they could probably do at a later date, not really serving that full-scale Mattel Creations Crowdfund Ultimate Edition project style deal. Hell in a Cell, Elimination Chamber, these are things that we fantasy booked many times over the years. These are things that people have asked for years. I say all this to say, is this something where on the 28th, let's say, okay, the vote ends, and now they're like, okay, Hell in a Cell was the top choice. So are they going to start working on it just then, or are they putting it off till later? Is this something they're trying to get ready for Comic-Con to launch the crowdfunder for a year to be produced? Or is this the next crowdfunder, like they've already had something in the wings? It just seems like a lot of time has passed for this to be this year's crowdfund project, which I guess it could be, and that'd be cool. It's just crazy to think about, but regardless of the fact, we're still looking at a year away probably before we have anything in hand, whether it be one of these play sets, which I imagine, I guess 3 months is a long time to work on something, and they can print stuff in-house. They could print every single thing that you're seeing here in-house. They could make a Hell in a Cell. They can make a Elimination Chamber using their 3D printing software and all the stuff they have in-house at the Mattel Design Center. They could make a prototype in-house. They wouldn't have to do all these other things, just like we saw with the Nitro stage, just like we saw with the Raw is War stage. Those things can be made in-house, so they could easily, print one up and have it ready to be presented at a WrestleMania. I don't think it'd be WrestleMania. It's too quick a turnaround time. I think that's like 8 weeks or something like that. By the time the 28th gets here, I don't think that would be the case, but Comic-Con being, 2-3 months from that, I think they could have enough time there to probably print something up and have a pitch for us ready to go. But I thought that is this just something that they've had on the wings forever, and they just are just now feeling this out? I just think that's so crazy to even think about when you sit back and think about it. I thought this would be something that would have been revealed for a while now. Again, we have speculated, and I guess it's our fault for speculating on it. I just think it's crazy that they're just now kind of coming to us to ask our opinions on this, but I guess it didn't matter until now, or they have something else in the wings. But I guess now at the Mattel revealed event in a couple weeks, now we don't really have to worry about a crowdfund project, I don't think. I don't think we're going to see some big deal. I think it's just going to be Mattel Creations things. But searching through everything, it does seem like a lot of people are on board, but I have seen somebody here, like one here, my man Dougie over here, I'm going to pass on this. Like a lot of collectors, I don't have a giant open space for 5 rings set up and now just cages over and around them. All these Ultimate Edition rings besides one are still in the dang box. Waste of money. I just want figures. I don't play with my toys. And I think there are some definite agreeers with that right there. But even here, the top comment on this post is Dr. Diorama. He says, we're all on the same page about the old Elimination Chamber, right? It has over 100 likes. Seems like people are really wanting an Elimination Chamber. I think it also goes in hand because the classic chamber, the Jakks version that is so nice, that's something that people had in their childhoods. It's a massive thing, and if you find one, even pieces of it go for just ridiculous amounts of money. But to have a full one that is complete, that doesn't have any broken parts, man, it runs you excess of $600+ probably, depending on, where you're looking or the deal that you can find. But man, it seems like Hell in a Cell and Classic Elimination Chamber are the choices that people want. It's just, are people going to put their money where their mouth is? Because if you have these modern big play sets like this, dude, look at I said this legitimately just the other day. I said, look at your Ultimate Edition ring. Look at these Ultimate rings that are supposed to be paired with this crowdfunding project. The sets that are supposed to go over it. You want the operational door. You want the climbable cage. You want the collapsible door. You want these bells and whistles that go with it. It's going to cost a lot of money. The Nitro stage was what, $400 or close to it. International collectors had to pay over that as well. You're looking at a lot of money to pour into this. I don't think the Hell in a Cell would be as intricate as an Elimination Chamber, but you're talking about pods and connectors and all the freaking roof of the thing. And I know the Hell in a Cell has a roof too. It's just crazy with the bending parts and everything to try to make that thing work. And not to mention, if it includes figures, I would imagine it would come with one figure maybe. I would say that the base would be one figure. You'd have one figure, one Ultimate, or whatever, whether they go with the classic version or they go with the modern version or just the Hell in a Cell. You'd get one figure to go, and then whatever we get different tiers of that. Then they'll throw in an extra figure here, they'll throw in an extra figure there, and that would add to the value of your crowdfund project. But I do imagine, man, I'm telling you, whenever this thing is revealed, it's going to be a lot of money. I guarantee it. It's going to be a decent amount right there. And I guess this does give people time to kind of save up or whatever to have to go. But I guess it's just going to depend on what the figures are, whether people want this thing or whatever. Because I think if you back the project and then you turn it around, and I don't want the Hell in a Cell big cage, but I do want the Shawn Michaels that comes with it, or I want this character that comes with it, then you could easily just sell the project itself, you know what I'm saying? And I think there would be people out there that would just want the sell and not the figures, and they would, sell it for less, or want to buy the sell for less than what the figures go for. But this was absolutely crazy. It absolutely blew my mind. Didn't think this would be something that I'm discussing this morning, but here we are, or this afternoon, I should say. But if you guys missed our news video from this morning, definitely go check that out. This is not the news that I thought I'd be talking about, but I had to get on here, just kind of an emergency sort of news video, and just kind of discuss it, tell you my thoughts, where your thoughts at, what are you thinking, and all those different things. But I think Hell in a Cell or Chamber will win, and I'll be good with either or, whichever does win. But I hope the price makes sense. I hope that the figures make sense if we end up getting figures with this. I hope it doesn't come with a ring. They've already made so many rings, I don't want to see a ring with this. And by the time this project is actually coming out, they'll probably have a whole new ring. There'll probably be a whole new, brand new ring. And maybe they're going to pair it with a brand ring, like LED posts, LED ring skirt, light up sounds, and all this different shish. Maybe an Ultimate Edition referee or something with it. I don't know, man. I'm just spitballing. But this set is not going to come out for a whole year. From the time we see it and the crowdfunding project is open to fund, it will be a year from then until we actually get it in our hands. And that's plenty of time to tool up a ring or reveal a brand new thing. So I don't know, man. I don't really want a new ring, but I guess if it's nice and they've updated it and they put LEDs on it and they upgrade it to the current ring currently, I mean, I don't know. We could see and find out all those things. But I want to know down in the comment section below which ones you're voting for. Are you hyped about this? I mean, this is kind of like a dream come true. This is things that we've been fantasy booking and talking about forever. I just hope that it all makes sense when it all comes down to it and it's not, you literally have to, trade your arms for it or something like that. So we will have to, of course, discuss that. But I'm going to leave a link in the description below for you to go down there and vote. You can click on it, you can vote on it and do whatever. But I thought this was pretty interesting. I'd like to talk about it even more with somebody just to see where everybody's head's at. But let me know all of your thoughts down below, man. I'm getting the hell out. I hope you guys did enjoy. Leave me your thoughts down below. I'll see you guys next time. Have a blessed one, and I'll catch you guys later.